No.
Anyway.
Legitimately, I hate this page.
Oh.
And that is how we start the recording. Well, you know what?
Pages hate
You
it.
have a wonderful moment. Put the fucking page down. It's time for D&D, baby!
No, I have a deadline I missed. Leave me alone. I can do both.
D&D's nuts.
Well, clearly you
Don't
can't
have
do
nuts.
both because you're not even in roll 20.
Oh shit, you're right. What are you talking about? Nim's not even that important, so it's fine if I'm late.
You have
That's
an
all right, something
entire
random.
hour of
I'm not
story
one.
dedicated to... How would you know? You guys haven't fucking rolled initiative yet. That, by the way, that's how
Roll
we're...
initiative.
You're gonna see who gets the higher number.
I don't know.
Oh,
why
that
I'm
is how
really
rolling
stressed
initiative
right
works.
now.
Get in 120. It's time to roll. And while you do that, we'll do our recap. So last time, things happened. Granny Zan is the greatest educator in the world. Zanzibar hates that.
Everyone loves that Zanzibar hates that.
Yeah, Zanzibar got bullied.
Yay,
Uh,
Zanzibar bullied.
Shala has proven to be the ultimate mother. She is now mother to even the non-living beings. She's adopted
They're
2
alive.
more kids.
Congrats.
Nim got a stone chucked into her forehead. And Samson had a heart-to-heart with an old woman.
Ooh.
What? Do old people offend you?
Old people don't have hearts.
Hey, you watch your mouth. My grandmother's still got a ticker, kind of.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Yeah, she's old enough to be fucking Granny Zan.
Wow, Granny Zan is younger than I thought she was.
Oh no, she's
Oh.
not. But like, you know,
Well, still.
my grandmother's the only person I know with an age that could constitute close enough to play Granny Zan. Except Granny Zan's not on an oxygen tank. Side notes aside, did I miss anything?
No.
Nim's
Alright.
still adorable.
Nim swore.
Yeah.
Nim swore.
Nim told Zanzibar to fuck off.
No, I wrote down the quote, I'm a little ball of effing sunshine.
Oh yeah, I forgot
ball
about
of
that.
fucking sunshine.
I'm a little fucking
Which got me
sunshine.
inspiration.
Yeah, that was great.
I forgot you got a point of
Inspired.
inspiration for that. So yeah. Roll your initiative. Let's see who goes first in the stories
My
of
Nim
Zanzibar.
initiative?
Yeah, initiative. Why do I have the feeling Yala's gonna end up being first?
Because Kala deserves it.
Cause you want to torture me?
Well, Shala may deserve it, but it'd be the worst thing for us. We teach Rebel how to swim! I mean Samson!
That's as good as that. And fantastic. I'm like so excited. I could cry. It's fine.
Oh, don't worry, there'll be crying involved.
Give it about 10 minutes.
So anyway, we have the order. Remember your orders. Rebel goes first, Jake goes second, and Nim goes...
Where she belongs, last. It's fine.
Called everybody else by their name, and I called Shay fucking Nim again!
Yeah, see, we can't call Shay by her real name. We have to
Told
call her
you.
Nim.
Oh! You know what I think it is? It's because I think the only picture I get to really see of Nim, which is her with the bubbles coming out of her mouth, has just supplanted any kind of mental image of what Shay looks like.
I look
It's
nothing
true.
like this.
But
Shay
that
frequently
picture
has bubbles.
embodies your personality. It's so strange and wholesome.
And bubbly?
Yes!
Those are
Bubble.
3 things. Two of those people never describe me as, first of all.
Well, I guess I'm not
Strange.
a person then.
Strange, yes.
Well,
Wholesome, never.
he's
You
also
are-
the only. He's also the only one who thinks I look decent with facial hair. So like, there's definitely an anomaly there.
I mean, once I pointed it out to Steve, he was also like, oh my god, you're right! Oh my god! You saw Steve! He had like a small existential crisis when he realized that you just looked like our old manager. And as nice as that guy is, that was not a compliment. He was a fucking 3 at best. He was a 3 on a clean day.
Yeah, you didn't say I looked good with facial hair. You said I looked awful without it.
I mean, you do look good with facial hair.
and that was the big glass-breaking realization for Steve.
You're right! And that's much funnier! It's like, yeah, no, he looks fine. Okay, imagine with facial hair. Now take the facial hair away. Oh my god! That's pretty much exactly how that worked out. Alright, I digress. Morning arises. Birds are chirping. The marshland's still muddy and smells. And everyone wakes up. Nim slept a little heavier than the rest for reasons that should remain obvious.
Nim's had a long day, okay?
No, you haven't. It's the morning. You just woke up.
Talking
Brand
about
new
yesterday.
day.
Yeah,
Nim
had a long day.
Yeah.
Anyway, what all do? Zan is old and still asleep.
Samson is going to do his best to creep out of the cottage without waking anyone. And go for a little jog.
Who's the grandma now?
Samson's going for a jog?
And Samson's going for a jog.
Alright. Do you want to, like, show on the map where you want to jog, or do you just want to say you jog?
Probably just like... But this is it, right? This is the cottage?
I don't know. I don't see a ping. There's the ping, yes.
It's hard to see a ping when this map's so huge.
Like, you want to
It's
go back
more
to
of a-
Everengol?
Yes.
Flipping.
That's literally what we're waiting for.
I mean, yes and also no. I mean, your characters, yes. You, no.
So probably like, up the road, through the market.
Over the valley and through the woods.
Yeah.
Through the
Away
marshland.
from Granny's house we go.
Like up around
literally,
here,
actually.
through the rest of the town.
I can cry.
Along the dock. And then back to the cottage.
Okay. So yeah, you'll go for a jog, and I'll imagine that that'll be enough time for, the rest of your party to fully wake up.
Yeah.
Having fun with that arrow?
Yeah. Woo.
What's Kala do in the morning?
She
Just
gets
stretch
up.
and go back to sleep.
Just gonna go outside and practice longbow.
Alright, what
By
is...
shooting at Samson.
What is next? Yeah!
She's following behind Samson, making sure he keeps pace by shooting at him.
I just imagine she runs like with the bow sideways and just shoots at his feet if he goes under a certain speed.
Yeah, and then because she's following after, she can just collect the arrows right back up.
Callum, what are you doing? Quit firing at me! It's my vacation!
No, this is fun for me. What does Nim do when she wakes up?
Can you skip me for like 2 minutes?
Alright, we'll go straight into the tale of Samson. So you got an hour. 6
That works.
Okay.
So start your story.
The
The tale of Samson.
is Shella actually chasing after him?
I'm still waiting to
mean-
see. That'd be pretty funny.
If we want her to.
That's on you.
It's
You
not
have
if
a
we,
choice to make.
It's if you. Remember, this is Tale Days. It's all about you.
No. I don't control what other people's characters do. This is on Jade.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking to Jade, not you. Not everything's about you, rebel.
Apparently it is.
Yeah, she's chasing him.
Ah!
See, it's not up to me, it's up to die.
Die, yeah. Sure, that's what's gonna happen. Hell, why are you chasing me? Just going for a morning jog. Get your exercise somewhere else.
she aims one closer to his head.
it like goes through his hat. That was a close one. What the heck are you doing? I don't think you want me target practicing on you.
Go for it.
What did she say?
Go for
She
it.
said go for it, and she's gonna shoot another one at his feet.
You know what? Samson is going to load in one of his is going to load in his standard bullets into one of his guns.
Shoot the gun out of his hand. Shoot the gun out of his hand.
She can't. She's got an arrow. It's probably not like got quite enough force.
Curve the arrow.
I mean, it is a longbow.
She's not going to do that though. She's not gonna fire any that close to him.
Nah, it's bullseye through the hole in his hat.
We already did that.
Yeah, I mean he's got nothing up there anyways, so it's fine.
Oh,
True.
So yeah, she's just gonna widen her stance and be ready to dodge, I guess. Are they doing this while running?
I'd assume so.
Now just imagine yellow wide stance running like a crab.
Yeah, she's doing the that like shuffle thing.
Wide Putin sprint.
So Samson is going to like pull out his loaded gun, turn around, and keep up a jogging pace going backwards, and just fire a shot at Yala.
Wait, like at Yala?
Oh, you know, like in the vicinity of, not like directly aiming at her.
Okay, she's not aiming you, man.
And I'm not aiming at her, I'm just aiming around her.
Where would you say?
No, you know what? No, I'm gonna shoot at her feet.
Where would you say in the village you are right now? Samson's story, Samson's pick.
Probably like right here. I assume this happened like almost immediately into this run.
Alright, so you start firing off a gun.
Just one shot.
Yeah, you fire off one shot, and you just see a tired old man as you run backwards by him with a cup of what you can only assume is wake-up juice. And he's just like following you with his eyes, just this tired look of like, it is too fucking early for gunshots.
Can I be honest? I'm picturing Uncle Chen. I used to be chased back in my day.
I used to be chased back in my day, but it's too early for guns. Morning mud.
What? Jesus. Yala's gonna make sure she's moving away from the old guy so that none of the shots are going near him.
It was just one shot, right?
Yeah.
Alright. And that'll continue for as long as you want.
3 days and 2 fortnights.
Well, the boat's almost here.
No.
Good dodge. Now, will you quit it? I ain't here for your target practice.
She'll, she probably had like an arrow pulled back, so she just, lets it relax, slides it back into the quiver, and just like, fine.
Thank you. As he turns back to like face forward.
She strongly considers shooting another one to keep him on his toes, but doesn't.
He was literally running on his toes.
Prancing like one of those exercise island men.
Well, no. When you like to keep the motion of running backwards, you kind of have to toe heel, as opposed to heel toe, heel toe.
Yeah.
So you technically definitely got him on his toes. So, as we go through the market, I assume there's like a few people setting up whatever the hell they consider business here.
Oh, I just had a thought.
Don't do that.
We could
Yeah,
have.
that shit's bad.
The two golems could have been named Xiao and Fei. Oh, that would have been so cute.
You still got time.
No.
Hey, alright.
Their names are spoken.
Yeah, but we could always have more golems.
That is
Also,
true.
we still gotta name them
What-
familiars.
Which one of these was the ranch?
All the...
Oh, it was over here.
Yeah, last I remember. No, I think it
Alright.
was here. Yeah, I think it's here.
Was it there? I thought it was somewhere over here.
No.
Damn.
Yeah, so on his run through, Samson will like here, go through the clearing, go around, head through here. He's gonna stop at the Owlbear Ranch.
Fair enough.
Does Samson see the farmer anywhere around?
Rancher
Yeah.
in the bear pit. Already hard
Fighting
at work.
bears?
Of course, he's a
Well,
rancher.
working
Happens.
and working and half pushing some of them off.
So I'll just wait and lean up by the post, for when he seems to be less occupied.
Roll me a fate die.
Alright. Gabba bingo.
You see one of the large owl bears turn around, and you realize it's Betsy, and she's tired, and she goes, "Arr!" Just stamps over through the mud and puts her head on the banister. "Arr!"
I'll pet her.
Ow, my throat.
I'm actually kind of surprised you don't have these just like printed.
No, that would require me spending money on myself to buy a soundboard. That's crazy talk.
No, you
No,
can
it
get them for
require
free.
you going on your phone, recording the sound, and just naming them.
Nah. That would require effort.
Yeah. As we all know, you don't put any of that into this campaign.
Oh yeah, not at all. Me? Put effort?
Not a single lick. Not a single thing. None of it.
Yeah, low effort. Low effort, low budget production. That's the name of the game here.
That is the pen and paper way.
But yeah, no, you just stand there waiting.
Betsy Lee.
You hear him
waiting.
look. You see him pick his head up, and he just looks to the left and right. Betsy, where you go? Oh, there you are, girl. And everybody's favorite friend. And he just
Hey, how's it
waddles through the
going?
mud with his big old boots.
Look at you with your wee little boots.
So
Man,
I was wondering if you got some time on your hands. Well, that, from the looks of it, that's a really big if.
Yeah.
You mind giving me like the pointers for owlbear care and like what goes into hatching and raising, you know, all of that stuff?
Follow yourself an egg?
No, but I got the feel. It's off season, so not yet. But I got claim on one.
Oh. Sure, I could shoot a shit with you over that. They're a handful, though, you know. You better be prepared to get real into it.
Oh, I'm always prepared to get into it.
There more to that statement, or?
No.
Oh. I could give you some tips and pointers.
Yeah, you seem like you got a good little herd, so I figured if there's anyone to learn from.
And he'll nod his head in agreement.
So when you get the egg, where exactly do you normally keep it?
Well, there's ways of incubating them, but honestly, sometimes it's just easier to give them to the ma and pa. If they're good with their eggs, there ain't no reason to take them away. Take Betsy and Dink here. They're really good with their eggs. Almost never leave them. In fact, when they sit on their eggs, they just expect me to feed them. Lazy bastards. As he pinches Betsy's cheek feathers. But some mothers don't know how to sit on them well. Those I usually take and bury them in mud every day and shut them out in the sun. Works just about as well. Of course, not everyone's a winner. Sometimes they're just born rotten. Those are slugs.
And how do you know when it's gonna be like a winner or a dud?
Well, you get an early indication. If the egg comes out fairly soft and almost leather-like, it's probably a slug. But if the outer coating, the calcium's not yellowed, it could still be viable. Even a hard egg, though, could start to soften. Sometimes they just don't take.
Well, hopefully that ain't the case.
Well, it all depends on who's picking the egg. Since apparently you got claim to one. I know a few breeders hunting, besides me and my brother around, but all are pretty good. So if you got one coming from here, which I'd imagine, then you've probably got a good shot.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can trust who's doing the picking once the time comes for it.
So you got me curious. You're not picking from me or my bro, because you haven't said it. Who was the lucky bastard who's got this young fine man's business? As he
Well,
gives you a
that's the
cocky
thing.
grin.
I'm not exactly sure. I was told to expect that if I wanted it, I'll get an egg. And at that point, I've handed it off to their better judgment as to where it comes from when it's time.
So you'd say, possibly maybe like a deal.
Potentially.
You're a crazy bastard, you know that.
This whole
Oh,
purpose.
most definitely.
Well, then you'll probably get the greatest egg that ever was if I'm thinking what I'm thinking.
Well, if you're thinking what you're thinking and you're right, then, well, all the good news for me. But don't think that's the only thing I got out of it. I love these little guys, and he's gonna go over and pet Betsy Lee. But they're not the deal makers exactly.
Well, I hope it's worth it in the end.
I don't need to see the end. It's definitely worth it.
Now I don't think you know what I meant. But fair enough. As he pets Betsy's head and taps her on the chin. Go over to your hubby. Stop bothering poor boy. She'll go. And then just
And she
slink
ain't
through.
never a bother, you know that.
Yeah, but you know. breeding season is coming up. Not anytime soon, but you gotta take months in advance for these things. Keep them together. Happy couples make good eggs. And there's always the reality that I never know how many breeding adults I'll have by the next season. Never know when you lose one.
Yep, that's just how it is on Zanzibar.
See, now you're getting it!
Oh, trust me. I've only been here a few weeks, and it feels like I've been here my whole life.
Well, I've only been here my whole life, and it feels like I've only been here a few weeks. Oh, yeah, it certainly keeps you feeling young, that's for sure.
If you say so. So, when it comes to like the hatchlings, I know the grown adults normally go about 10 pounds of meat a day. How about when they're first growing up?
Oh, that's easy. That's easily, let's see. Well, I'd say for the first week or two, you want to get as much fat in as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're hand raising them, fat back, fish fat, pretty much less meat and actual just fat. That'll pack up the blubber on the sides nice and good. After that, you want a quick switch about the third, maybe 2.5 weeks of life after they've at least doubled their original weight. And you want to cut it to about half fat, half meat. Then you want to get at least a quarter of whatever their body weight is in them per day. So let's say they're born at about... light one would probably be on the weight of 30. A heavy newborn would probably be at a weight of about 40, 50 by the third week if you're feeding them well enough. So a quarter of that you want to start dumping into them. And from then on until they start getting big enough for you to sit on, you want to keep giving them as much as you can. From a quarter to a half their body weight, and you hold it there until they start getting saddle ready. Once they're saddle riding, that means they're starting to get out of their baby phase. So you have to pull back the food you give them, otherwise they'll get too big and they'll start getting slow. And I'd say you keep that feeding process up for maybe the first 2-3 years. Those babies grow slow, but they go through food like crazy. Makes sense too. You ever seen a wild one? They're vicious. Never a loss for food with those things. Thing you gotta really worry about is by year 1, all that pudgy meat starts to turn into raw, lean hunting muscle. That's when their play gets hard. They will bowl you over, and he just starts slapping his belly. Why do you think I keep all the extra padding on me? They can't push me around so easy.
Yeah, I'll have to consider that, although I'm a big fan of my lean physique.
Well, then you better bury your feet in the ground. Hope they don't snap you off by the legs.
Cue a year later where Samson becomes the Yokozuna of some, like...
His gun just looks massively small in his giant sausage hands. Go!
He's just gotten so used to just, like, planting his feet in the ground that he's become some sort of skinny sumo legend.
Legendary feat, Yokozuna. When slamming your feet feet on the ground, you create unstable terrain for all those around you.
And you have advantage on all checks to move you from your spot. And advantage on any checks to grapple another creature who attempts to move you.
But yeah, once you get them about to 10 pounds a day, they're steady feeding diet. Then it's pretty much typical from there. Keep them entertained, keep them exercised, and it don't hurt too much to let them sometimes fight a thing or two. That's not an issue here, but I can't imagine wherever you go it's gonna be near as violent as it is around here.
We've
Let's
been
hope
around
so.
us.
What'd you say, Shay?
Has he been around us for very long?
No.
I feel like it's always violent where we are.
There's been like 3 or 4 interactions of just talking about owlbears.
Yeah,
All
true.
sense driven.
I do like owlbears.
Yeah. And probably the most important thing you ever have to remember about raising an owlbear, they don't live peaceful lives, boy. They are aggressive predators at their heart. They may act sweet, but if you keep them peaceful and docile, they ain't gonna be happy. And that means they also have to be ready that one day they may not make it out of whatever fight they pick. That's just the way owlbears are. And that's why we keep them. They're vicious defenders when they're raised. They're vicious out there and they're vicious in here. They're friendly only to me because I feed them. If I let them out into that forest for a couple of weeks, if they survived, I bet you they'd be no different than what's already lurking in that forest. We keep them out of necessity for protection. They're cute and they're sweet, but they're no pet. They're a tool. As he just says to you with kind of like a warmth to his eyes.
Yeah, I know. And I've seen those wild ones. It's hard to believe that they're almost the same creatures. At the same time, I know this is a big responsibility. That's why I'm going to the best expert I could on the subject. Even
Alright.
months before I got the egg in my hand.
Flattery is a good thing, lad. But I'd still say my old man was the best rancher you could ever be. Me and my bro still walked in his footsteps. We haven't gotten through his shadow yet. But hopefully before we die, we'll be able to pass off what we know and maybe have reached an expertise by then. That is, if the...
Expertise, I got that at level 1.
The fuck's level 1?
The fuck's the one? That is, you know, you gotta hope the next generation makes it long enough for you to teach him everything you know. And you see his shoulders kind of slump a little as he kind of just lays his hand on the fence.
I'm gonna like put a hand on his shoulder as like I see him slump over.
You know, it would be the most fucked up thing to tell this guy. Just have another son, it'll be fine.
Just have another one, forehead.
But yeah, you put your hand on his shoulder.
Yeah. Don't say anything. Just kind of be like, I know it's tough.
While you're doing that, you see past him. Dink gets up and another big owl bear stands up, and you just hear a bunch of screaming and scrawling as they chest slam into each other. And his eyes just shoot. He's like, hey, 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 hey! Leave it for the logs! Yeah, you gotta go break them up. Give me a second, boy. And
You gotta do what you gotta.
doing? You just see him start to get in between the two. This hefty man himself, comparably dwarfed by these two bears standing on their hind legs.
Getting crushed like I was yesterday.
Oh no, he's slowly separating the two as they're just scrawling at each other. Break it up! So yeah, he's contending with that.
I'm just gonna chill by the post until he's done. But, for what it's worth, Samson did pull out his, notes and had started to take notes on everything he was saying.
Fair enough. So he'll separate the bears. They'll drop to the ground, sniff and snarl at each other. And he'll start waddling back. Oh, God, they're like kids.
Samson then goes through an existential crisis.
Oh my God, I'm gonna be a dad. What have I done?
The one thing I said I wouldn't do.
I'll never have kids.
Oh my God, Zanzibar does turn you crazy!
Oh, I tell you, they are literally like multiple hundreds of pounds worth of kids each.
What?
Ugh. Basically, he's calling
You
them
know,
big babies.
each one's just a sack of children.
He's basically calling them 300-pound children.
Okay.
Mood.
I fucking hate you. The bot's going down for maintenance.
Nice.
Oh.
Don't
It's
worry.
fine, we can make our own music.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I
No, the copyright! No, my channel!
Don't worry, a star can't sue you for its likeness.
What's wrong with me today?
I don't know, but I like it. Never changed.
But she's changing.
I mean, she is a changeling.
True.
I was gonna check, my name isn't Nim.
Apparently to me it is.
Check again.
I just
Nani?
need to pull out my birth certificate. Give me a sec.
Alright. And we never saw Shane again.
Well, yeah, but we'll see Nim soon.
Yeah, no. Says here, Shaylin.
Well,
I
I
can't
can't
see
see it, so, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you said.
None of us can actually see it, so you could be lying.
I'm not gonna send you a picture of my birth certificate.
You're right. Just
As
send
you
your
shouldn't.
social and then we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Also, front and back of your credit card would be good too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a credit card.
Okay,
Well,
find
get a
your mom's
credit-
credit card. And then you can get your Among Us crewmate name.
I don't even like Among Us.
Among Us!
Among Us.
Wrong.
No.
You should get that on your soundboard.
Give me a second. I won't dock the time from your story, but I've gotta go pull in the backup bot.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to put the Among Us sound in my soundboard.
Anybody know how to get the QR scanner with Discord again? I can't remember where it is.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me!
No, all I heard was Discord and soundboard, and I'm only sure of one of those words.
Never mind, I found it. Log me in. Ah, this bot is guaranteed not to have an existential crisis. Cool.
Well, then where's the fun?
I don't know what it was. I have no idea what it was, honestly.
Well, while we sort this out, I feel the need to do something, so I'm gonna splash my face with ice water and see if that works.
Oh, to make you...
Sounds like a party.
I don't know
I have
what
no clue. I just feel like I have to do something. I'll be right back.
Shay's having a moment.
I don't know what it is, but
It's
I'm
the
like...
page. It's definitely the page.
I
It's been
finished it,
going
though.
downhill since Shay got assigned the page.
She chose the page.
Yeah,
I chose the
But-
easiest one!
it sounded like they were all pretty bad.
Ugh.
Yes.
Oh, and the reason why Groovy's deafened is you cannot undeafen it.
I know that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shay said it. I have to tell Shay. 'Cause
Tell Shay what?
So, the reason... You said the bot was muted. The
Yeah.
reason they do that is because people are fucking conspiracy theorists. And a lot of people genuinely believed that Groovy was, like... listening and sending your information to the fucking government or some bullcrap. So because people started boycotting Groovy for stupid pseudoscience bullshit, they just decided it was easier to perma-deafen the bot so that people can't make up bullshit like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. How could anyone believe that your devices are listening to you? Isn't that right, Shay's targeted at?
Well, no, they were specifically
That are supposedly
like, making up really crazy shit. Like they were using your music choices to tell the government whether or not you owed fucking taxes or some bullshit. And I have no idea because the bot literally just takes YouTube links and plays them. That's it.
Also, good news. Apparently, my engagement's going well, and I'm in the DIY, apparently.
Yeah. Making some
For
new
those
stuff for
who,
your...
I don't know why I even try and do that. There's no fucking audience here. Oh my god, Groovy has access to cat pictures? Pause the recording and restart because I definitely have to go fucking cut that out.
No, you don't. It's great.
You...
I have this on 1.
I know.
See how loud it is.
I am almost unwilling to let you do that.
Gosh, now I'm like anxious.
You know what? I'll let you do it, but if it fucking blows our eardrums down, you are not allowed to use that.
Well, I just did it, and apparently no one heard it.
It
I heard
definitely
it.
sounded like a little bit of static.
It sounded like a sheep going by.
I hear
I heard a very distinct bah.
Yeah, that is fucking awful. That soundbite is just fucked beyond belief.
There we go.
Please stop turning it out.
It's definitely the maximum you can do.
Alright, it's at a solid 5.
It's
And just
Still a
for-
little high.
I'm
And
going to
even
turn
then,
it
it-
down to 4. I did
So
not
what this
ex-
means is that we're continuing Samson and Kiala's owl
You
bear.
know, to be fair, that is on me because I thought it'd be hilarious if I put it at 320 kilobytes per second.
I don't
And
know
I was
what that means.
technically right.
It was. You were.
My ears
you were
hurt.
pretty wrong. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm glad my headset has automatic noise dampening.
Ow.
What was that? Still can't hear anything. There's just sort of a dull ringing.
You being genuine or?
No.
Okay, I hope not.
I wish I had a squeaky toy.
I can feel my ears.
Silly, you're not supposed to feel your ears.
Exactly.
Buddy feels your ears.
Why would Buddy do that?
Because Buddy does what Buddy wants. I'm about to choke on air. There we go.
You good?
Oh, I'm very good. It just doesn't sound like it.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like you're in a panicked hurry.
You know what?
Who's chasing you, Shay?
My emotions. Let's ignore that statement. I'm moving forward.
Hey guys, you know what sounds really cool?
What?
Shay's emotions?
Tax evasion.
Okay, anyway, back to the story, because I think that cue's cute enough. I would hope.
Yep.
Where the fuck were we?
Is the recording back on?
Among Us.
It's been on.
Okay. I thought you'd...
I just paused it. No, I paused it and then restarted it immediately so that there was just a break. That way I
okay.
know that the end of the first half.
Is where you where you cut that out because, dear God.
Just
Yeah.
edit in a really pleasant sound, like wind chimes.
Or just put it at the very end of the recording.
No, I think I'm just going to cut it entirely, throw up the technical difficulties thing, and add a text box that says Ed's an idiot.
Hey, guys.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
It's a jelly egg.
I don't know how... I don't know what has happened to Shay, but she's acting so fucking adorable today for no reason. Why are you just
Have you been
shaking jelly
drinking?
eggs?
I wish
Shane?
I'd been drinking.
Shay
I
is
got
really
crazy.
hyper for no reason.
I love it! Shay, can you just like... Okay, I say Shay never changed, but Shay, can we keep this? Can we keep the Shay? This shiny Shay?
It's not up to me, fam. Sorry.
Well, now
Yeah,
I'm
it's up-
disappointed. Can I give you
So
a
back
point
to the
of-
story.
Anyway, back to the story. Before fucking Among Us ruined everything, like it always does.
It ruined nothing.
Shut the
Except my
fuck up.
hearing.
Yeah, and it should have heard it more if you still think it was good.
I thought it was hilarious.
It was not.
I think I was just waiting for the farmer to finish Owl Bear wrestling.
Yeah,
He
they got
came
into it.
back.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Well, I'm not surprised. You got fucking neuralized by that sound.
It is true.
My hair is all nice and fluffy. So anyway, he breaks him up. He walks over. He does the bibbity boopy. What you do?
I'm sorry, I had to take my headset off for a sec.
He has come back. Oh yeah, now I remember. He came back over and said, "Oh, it's just like raising children." And then Samson started having a fucking existential crisis because he realized what he's getting himself into. And now Ed's having an existential crisis because he remembers Samson's having an existential crisis.
No, I could just go a small amount of time without talking.
No, you're not allowed.
Yes, I am. Shut your fucking face.
No, you're not allowed.
I'm here, but I
Shut
gotta.
up.
Anyway,
Oh, does
So
he
yeah.
have more? Does he have more facts and logic?
I don't know. You haven't asked a question. You stated that Samson started having a crisis, and I was waiting for that to play out.
It's all internal. There's a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
Ah, you know, like that.
So he chuckles and he looks at you and is like, you know, there's easier ways of being a parent than raising a 300 to 400 some odd pound bear of ball and fur, you know. I'm just kidding with you. Oh.
You can keep those.
Keep what?
Don't worry about it. Shut up, you.
Samson Jr.
I said, shut up, you.
So yeah, what were we talking about?
Raising owl bears.
No, yeah.
Got diet, got a little tips on, you know, taking care of them. That little leather and sand trick.
Aye.
That's for, what? You said it was for sharpening their beaks?
It helps to polish the beaks if they get chipped and keeping their claws from getting too gnarled up. Old Zanzibarian strategy. I mean, I don't really know of any other way to file down nails. This is just something we did. Yeet.
Well, definitely something I'll keep in mind later down the line.
Now Samson is deep in thought.
As Samson thinks one thought.
Yes, single thought. Not whatever the hell Zanzibar's laughing about. None of that. So, yeah, I mean, that's as many questions as I have. I assume they just sort of, like, continue shooting the shit for a bit before Samson goes back on his way.
Yeah, pretty much. Yala's standing behind him, stalking. Just imagine the entire time Yala's just drawing and then not firing, but just releasing arrows. Just contemplating whether or not to shoot an arrow at him.
Jade will never tell because Hyala doesn't show.
Jade is making food, so Jade was muted.
Ah.
Yay, food!
Nom nom.
You can tell it's dinner time, because that is the only time when Jade talks in third person.
What?
I think it was because 2 people in a row had said Jade.
Yeah.
No, only dinner time.
You know, I've been wrong a lot today. I'll have to give it to you.
Whoa!
Wow, something definitely is wrong with Shay.
Whoa. Okay, was not prepared for that. Oh, I think we're gonna have to take a seat. Oh, Whoa. Jesus. Anywhoozla.
One of these days, I keep expecting you to say any whoosla. But continue.
Samson has thing to do. Yes, he
I mean,
goes on
he's
his
just-
way.
He's going on his merry way.
But
But
Yeah, so he makes his way back through, like, from the ranch. You know, picking up a few things. You know, finds his way through the houses. Tries to make his way through without, like, you know.
knocking
Get
over any
near it.
houses.
Yeah, exactly. Gets
Goes-
his way to the docks. I assume the fisherman's there.
Somewhere
Anyone
on the
by
docks?
the docks? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine he's somewhere around. Probably still working on the fish from yesterday. Prepping them. Can't do everything in a single day, you know?
Not with that attitude. Only do things in one day.
And then
Shay, are you feeling okay?
That's the attitude I have every day, is snark. I'm fine.
Guys, I'm scared. I'm shook.
You'll be fine.
I don't know. I'm not worried about me being fine.
You'll be fine.
Shay has been possessed by an energetic ghost.
She's talking about effort. I'm scared. She's
No, you put the effort in one day, so you don't have to do it tomorrow. You can't wait with fish. They'll go bad.
I learned that lesson.
Yeah.
So he'll wave like a hi to the fisherman as he jogs by.
No fisherman will wave back. Fisher the fisherman.
Tiala gets a special nod because she's
Price
cool.
Fisher. The fisherman. Yeah, and then he'll round the corner and make his way back up to the cabin.
So, how long did that excursion take?
I would say, I don't know, maybe because, maybe, like, due to the stop at the ranch, probably like 3 hours?
Yeah. I say that's fair.
Like, it's a big map, but I don't assume that it's, like, very big, so, like, the jog itself probably only took, like, an hour.
Yeah, if you want to calculate, you do have a measuring bar at the bottom.
Are these to scale?
The actual map? No. But the map bar at the bottom is to scale.
Those are nerd statistics, and we're not nerds, so we're gonna not.
Shay, we're playing D&D.
Wait,
That
hold
doesn't
on.
make us nerds.
It does. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Honestly, nowadays,
I'm not sorry.
only the DM is a nerd. The people playing aren't always nerds. The DM's the one who's got to do the math.
Not right now.
Actually,
You
no,
say that?
you do have
You
a...
say that like every spell you cast doesn't mean that you have to like record some sort of number.
Yeah, the internet does it for me. I don't have to.
Okay, Shay, what's your little explosion thing looking like?
Which like explosion thing? I have multiple.
Your wild magic surge.
I have it written down, and the number is at 5.
So it's a number that you kept. How
You
curious.
straight up just proved his point.
I don't know,
By saying I have it written down.
Ah, yes.
I don't have to write numbers down. The internet does it for me. Hey Shay, what's your magic?
Yet
What's
you
your
have
wild,
a number written down. How curious.
what's your wild
I am
magic
very
surge at?
smart.
Oh, it's at 5. I wrote it down. She just says
Are you
this-
guys bullying the person you guys are worried about? What the fuck? Get it together.
That's how we show our
Act-
worry.
Because us bullying you is making you act like normal Shay.
I'm gonna talk about. I'm at
Also,
a
you should know
permanent
by now
constant.
that bullying is how I show concern.
What the fuck are you doing?
My best.
No, on the screen.
You heard me. I fucking stutter.
Yeah, but I stuttered.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Everything's a you problem.
Yeah, this is definitely not to scale, because I know the Umber Rose is like 160 feet, and the bot still doesn't fucking work properly. I hate Groovy. This is why I hate Groovy. I guess I'll have to do that every 18 minutes.
Did you say I hate gravy? Because gravy slaps.
Okay, I'm
Groovy
no
is
longer
so
worried
good.
about her. She's fine.
Bruh, I haven't heard a single correct thing in like the last 2 hours. Anyway, so. Fred's dead. Fred's back. Whichever
should
statement.
You should just get both bots and have them fight.
Ow.
How about not when I'm recording?
Only ridiculous things when you're recording.
But yeah, no. You do have, like, I'm giving you, you know what, there's been complications. I'll say 6:40 is when your story is out.
Alright. Samson will just return to the cabin. I assume 3 hours after Samson and Hyala woke up, Nim would be awake?
Yeah, and Nim's like, is Granny Zan awake at this point?
She's probably still resting because old. It would only be
And
like 9
she
in
was
the
up
morning.
late.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna chill on the balcony. Porch,
Oh.
whatever it's called.
Nim, you're here. Glad
Yeah,
to
what's
see
up?
you. You got that decanter on you?
Yeah.
Thanks. Samson is going to take a drink because you need water after working out. And hopefully during.
Samson
And also
drinking
before.
Samson drinking water instead of alcohol. I see you guys are just trying to cause me maximum concern this session.
Yes.
And then Kella starts talking in a Valley Girl accent.
I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited!
Oh my god, look at you, Quinn, you're so cute. You're so totally poggers.
Yes,
my
you
little
go!
Juno.
Go off, girl!
Oh my
you get
God, I'm gonna put a little hat on you and then we're gonna dress you up. It's so
I went on
sweet.
this super revitalizing jog this morning.
I shot arrows at Samson and I have a whole new lease on life.
I
You should
picked up
try it
this
sometime.
accent like 13 seconds ago. What do you guys think?
Okay, me and Shay doing it is painful. Jade doing it is just horrifying. Not because it's bad, because it's so good!
I'm from California.
Yes, but also you voice Yala, therefore you're the only one who could do that.
Kella
truly
is not
properly.
from California.
Yeah.
My mom sounds like she's from California. Does that count?
Yes.
No.
Get your mom to voice Yella.
No! Get Chase Mom to
Yes.
voice Yala's mother!
Look,
Yes!
I'm not gonna explain
Yes!
how it works to my mom.
Yes!
So I've tried to explain this session to her
start.
before,
Yes,
and she looks
start.
at me in that
Yes,
sympathetic
start.
way, like, "Go ahead, dear. Tell me what's going on. I'll pretend I care."
Wow. Oh my gosh.
What?
I don't know how to explain what just happened.
I don't know, but Samson's story. We can do it after.
Save your existential crisis for your turn, nerd.
Okay.
I can't put that
Or
on.
after the session, probably.
Yeah,
Samson's gonna drink some water from the decanter and he's gonna offer it to Kella.
She'll take a sip, I guess.
Oh, you have fun with your little target practice?
Well, sorry. Shouldn't try and voice Calla while eating chicken. What was the question?
You have fun with your little target practice.
Oh, well, it was cut a bit short.
You know, if you're really itching to shoot something, we could, like, scrounge up some targets, pretty sure.
Nim cast dancing lights. Here's some targets.
Are we indoors? Sounds
No,
like gonna shoot
no,
indoors.
No, we're outside.
Oh,
You're
okay.
on the porch.
Tiala will shoot lights.
Light shot!
It's just the other day we were in that town having a little target practice competition. Feels like so long ago.
That was like a whole 3 emotions ago.
A whole 3 emotional shifts ago.
Yeah.
What the shooting arrows.
2 whole party members ago.
Shooting arrows with that guy.
And 1 temporary.
So 3 whole party members ago.
Once a party member, always a party member. Party members for life.
Oh, ooh.
I mean,
Well, till
yeah,
death do
because
us
if you
part.
stop being a party member, you die.
Yeah, the more
Yeah.
you die, that was the problem.
You stop
Anyway.
being a party member, you cease to exist.
So
You've
Nim
written
goes,
out
but
of
I
the
wasn't.
story.
Why is my Discord freezing? Stop that.
Yes.
Nim will go, I wasn't there last time, so it doesn't count.
What were you doing back then?
Getting poisoned?
Oh yeah, we still got some of that, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder when this is gonna be useful.
What?
The poison.
Who knows? If we have political problems, this is where we put it in the king's drink, and then he just dies in the middle of the night because he's a drunk weirdo.
I mean,
think he'll be
considering
too
how this
exploded
stuff
for that.
works, I feel like I feel like he died a little bit earlier than that.
Nim shrugs. This has nothing to do with politics anyway, so.
Well, can't really say that now, considering our next stop. He's gonna like point over to Nim's arm, the one with the sword in it.
Oh, yeah, hold on a sec. Do I have a pun that I can make?
What's
Bless.
akin to an army?
Oh, why did you have to make me think of that other pun?
Sayonarma?
Oh.
Yeah, but that plan's sort of complicated.
Oh.
Nim,
I
like,
hate
is
this.
beaming right now because she's been waiting on being a chance to, like, make a pun.
Samson's face palming.
At
Hey,
that,
Shala.
at that, you hear the door to the cottage open. You see Zan in her night clothes, just rubbing her eyes. I don't know. It sounds like Armageddon.
I like the cut of your
you
jib.
too.
Oh, Samson. Sometimes life just costs you a leg and an arm.
And
Shala.
sometimes your head.
Cal, please. Say something. Say something that isn't this.
Say something that is that.
Are you not feeling well?
Oh. Not
Yes!
you.
still going swimming today, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh. Nothing to look forward to.
Right? Swimming's so much fun!
I respectfully disagree.
And I don't know what you're talking about.
If you track more mud to my house, I'm gonna clock you so good.
I didn't bring any mud in your house.
You were going to.
I wasn't going to.
Hush, you! It's too early in the morning for your yelling. I'm old. Be nice to me. I'm a sweet old lady. And she's just gonna put her fingers up to her lips and smile.
How much mud is in the water around here anyway?
And most of it's at the bottom.
Well, I'll make sure to stay away from the bottom.
Just be glad it's not poisonous mud.
Oh, that's a different town.
I'm
Who
sure.
would poison mud?
I wonder if you remove the poison, it would be good on your skin. I know some people are into that kind of thing.
You just see her, like, put both arms onto a rocking chair. She tries to heave herself up. She just starts rocking in the chair.
I vibe with it.
Oh, that reminds me. Before I forget, Yella, you'd know this better than I would. What's the... How far out can you shoot that bow of yours?
Quite far.
You got an estimate?
Well, it depends. Are you asking how far the arrow can go, or how far I can shoot something accurately?
You know, accurately enough to actually put a dent in it. I'm not expecting you to shoot at such a range all you do is scratch an itch on their back.
Well, I'm sure getting hit by at any distance wouldn't be good. It's whether or not you can aim that far.
Well, how far is your aim with that thing?
Should I just say what the number is in the thing, or should I have her like under or overestimate it?
That's completely up to you. I'm just
Okay.
laughing at the fact that how far can you shoot? I don't know, it depends. Oh, okay, but how far can you shoot? Well, do you want me to tell you this number or that number? Whichever one you can shoot. Well, any distance you shoot, and you hit something, it's gonna hurt. Okay, but how far can you shoot? It's nothing against either one of you. The dialogue is just fucking hilarious, though.
I don't know why you're surprised. Yella and Samson's level of communication is at like 3rd grade level. And that's an improvement from before.
I never said I was surprised. I just like the infinite volleys you guys go on.
It's a very circular conversations between two different individuals of vastly different walks of life.
Which is still ironic considering you're from neighboring countries.
Yes.
That's how culture be, yo.
But she'll say, I feel confident hitting a target around 120. But, as for the farthest it can go, and she's gonna look out. Is there, like, any straight shot, just, like, off the porch, so that she could just shoot an arrow as hard as possible?
You mean inland or outland?
Whichever way there's not, like, people.
Anywhere to the lower left.
Okay.
Over here.
Yeah, she's gonna face that way, pull an arrow back, and just shoot it as hard as she can.
And I assume it like flies straight, more or less.
Yeah, roll me a perception, Samson, to see if you can follow the arrow. In fact, yeah, also roll me one. Let's see if your curse is lifted. Yeah, curse is gone. You're still rolling those 8s, though, if you were on disadvantage.
Yep. It's always 8.
Your eyes, Shallow's eyes follow it all the way to where it hits in the ground, and Samson's like, yeah,
Damn, that's far.
somewhere. It touched the ground, I think.
You say that's more or less where you're aiming to put it?
Wasn't really aiming, just seeing what the farthest this bow can manage is.
How far do you say that is?
She'll lift her hand and squint out at it. 500 feet? 550? Mm-hmm. Any reason you ask?
Oh, got this rifle on my back, but I don't think even I could send a bullet that far with the way it's equipped. Might have to get something special made to, send it a little bit further down range.
Damn,
You could learn the bow.
Samson's gonna spec into a sniper rifle.
What did y'all say?
You could learn the bow.
Oh, I'm looking for something a little bit more
Loud.
effective.
Damn. Shit on her entire fucking culture and career.
He did. Last time they went target shooting.
Fuck.
Have you been hit with an arrow?
You can
No.
die by an arrow.
I've been hit with a bullet.
Was it your own bullet or a different bullet?
Different bullet. What am I? Some sort of amateur?
At some
Are
point
you?
you would have been.
That's fair. And no, I'm not an amateur. Part of the reason I was anyone back in home was because I was actually really good at my job.
I wonder what that's like.
That's unfortunate. Ah, yes. Here we see the 3 different walks of life.
I'm sorry, do you have anything against my professionalism?
Maybe the fact you just insulted hers. I don't know. That's just me. Granny, how are you doing?
And you just hear the rocking of the chair. I'm old. Go get me some tea.
The fuck do you make tea? We didn't go over that.
Yes, you did. Yes, you
No,
did. Your
We
fee.
went over. we
Your
went over
fee.
Scoop.
Your fee literally covers all aspects of housemaking.
All right, with advantage.
Including in the
don't
kitchen.
forget.
Yeah. You're being asked by Sensei to practice your skills.
Roll your tea skill.
What do I roll
House.
for that? How
Tea.
good is this tea?
Roll tea.
Roll for tea.
Roll for tea.
What is that?
It's tea.
Is that
Oh, it didn't let me roll T. If
Would
you
it-
type /roll T, it doesn't let you send it.
Roll 1 tea. I don't know. It was performance checks to do the things, right?
Yeah, but I'm now proficient in them. So can I mark proficiency in performance for this one check and then uncheck it after?
You could just add the modifier manually.
Yeah, you could just add the modifier, man.
Yeah, you could just add the modifier manually.
Yeah, you could just
Yeah.
Okay,
just add
I could
modifier.
do that. Or I could click a
Manually.
button and have it do it for me. But yes, we're rolling performance.
Yeah, that's what we were using before. Seems fair.
Yes.
Perform your duties.
Dude.
Duty.
I feel like I have an echo today.
That's a
Okay,
19.
today.
That's my modifier. Well, that's added the proficiency bonus.
So it's a 19.
Yeah.
Does the feat say you get proficiency?
Yeah, that's what you told me.
Oh, yeah.
I am proficient and I get advantage.
Yeah. Okay. So that is a 19. You make an all but perfect cup of tea, immaculate, magnifique, and you deliver it to Zan.
Oh, Nim, can I get one too?
Would Nim have just... Yeah, Nim would have made some for everybody.
Above and beyond the call of duty.
Well, I mean, who makes
Duty.
one cup of tea? I mean, besides
Yeah.
me.
Besides me too.
Well, if you're making it for yourself, that's fine. But, like, usually when someone's like, could you go make tea? It's, like, for everybody.
She meant for her.
Nim didn't catch that, so... Nim made
Yeah.
some
Nim's
for
a
Yeah.
people pleaser.
It's Nim. You're gonna have to be a little bit more dense than a brick.
Oof.
Anyway, yeah, Nim
She
brings out tea
delivers
for everybody.
morning tea to everyone.
As I was saying, you got a problem with my professionalism, or do you want to go target shooting again and I can prove my point there?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over this really good tea.
Yeah, she was distracted by the tea, by which I mean I was distracted, so I didn't hear what was said.
He's challenging you to a duel.
Yeah, he said-
Do
Do you have a problem with my professionalism, or should we take this outside and have a duel?
I said a shoot off.
Close
I didn't
enough.
say duel. I'm not firing at y'all. We're firing at the same target.
What are you talking about? You're both
Baby.
gonna stand at long range and see who can hit the other one.
Oh, so if
Hey,
you look at
alright.
the two gun pictures I posted, it looks like they're aiming at each other. That could be you guys.
Like, yeah.
I'll play you a song on the world's smallest handgun.
This was also not intentional. I just wanted to
Bang,
find an
bang,
even
bang,
smaller
bang,
gun than the
bang.
first.
It was only intentional.
Bang, bang.
I have no intentions.
It could absolutely still kill someone.
Of course it can.
Yeah.
Guns are terrible.
It's called making them choke on it. Anyway, moving on.
Or shooting them.
Or pistol whipping them.
Moving on.
Man, you could really fire that second one out of another gun. Like, not even exaggerating.
And then but first you put a string around it so that, like, you pull it back and then it pulls the trigger.
What
You
kind
double
of
button.
gun is that?
Tiny.
Small pew.
Small pew.
Big pew? Nah, small pew.
But Hyel is just going to kind of look at Samson because that's not what she meant. But she's also always fine with practicing. So she'll just be like, we can practice if you like.
Practice? Never mind.
Is that not what a contest is, essentially?
Well, no. I'd say you practice for contests, and contests are put into practice to use.
Hmm.
You know, but without all the direness of almost dying. Hopefully.
She just kind of looks him up and down and goes, okay.
Let's get you to
Interesting.
bed, Grandpa.
What's with that look?
Look.
The look you just gave?
I didn't give a look.
Yes you did.
I think you're seeing things.
I think you're seeing things. Apparently that's me. Now tell me what you're seeing.
I thought I was the only one allowed to argue with another person like that.
He'll will look back to Granny Zan, offer a slight bow, and inquire as to whether she has targets. Or where they could go to get some.
I'm sure we could scratch up something for your little duel of fates.
What about a plank of wood?
Oh, please, I don't want to waste good word on this ruffian.
Hey,
You're the one itching for a contest to prove that you're a big boy. As she sticks her tongue at you. I can see the Venetian influences in and out of your brain.
well, excuse me for not wanting to be looked down upon.
No one's looked down on you. You're kind of tall.
Gee, maybe you have more in common with that old codger than you want to admit. As she wiggles out of the chair.
I certainly wouldn't go that far.
Well, I suppose we could see what we could do. In fact, I think this all might work out. As she looks down the road.
And then we cut scene, and then we're like right at them firing, just like in the TV shows.
No, she looks down the road, and there's a gaggle of small bodies running playfully up the road, and you can
Are
hear.
you suggesting we shoot children?
Yes! Yes!
God damn, Shay! The fuck?
This is why Shay makes a great DM.
And you just hear the sound of tiny voices and feet going, Granny, Granny, Granny! Ah, yes, right on time. Little ones come to visit Granny. Fuck these bots sideways!
Ugh.
Only
Welcome.
on a Saturday. Anyway, so
Oh, Shay.
Not
Jesus.
like that.
You got D&D Saturday. How dare you?
D&D's for after.
D&D's for after.
Nani?
You heard her!
Yeah.
anyway, Nimble goes, "This is gonna take all day. We're supposed to go swimming."
Un moment.
It's okay, man.
Talk about putting it down for smooth playing and maintenance and all that shit. Liars! Bitches and hoes.
And sometimes skanks. Anyway,
Sometimes why?
So yeah, a fairly small group of children huddle around the porch, you know, calling out to Granny's and she waddles over. Ah, here for your daily entertainment of Granny Wisdom. And they're just staring at the three of you with big old kid eyes. Ooh.
Nim will hide behind Samson very slowly. Like, as they came up, she was slowly going out of their line of sight.
I like how they're the kids and Nim is the one hiding behind her.
Because Nim is also a kid.
not as kid
Nim's
as these
greatest fear: children.
kids. Anyone younger than her.
Alright, so we got everyone's greatest fears all together.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ella seems to be fine.
Nim's great fear of children, Samson's great fear of the ocean, and Yala's great fear of being stuck on Zanzibar.
Thought you were gonna say confronting her emotions, but also that works too.
Hill's gonna put her weapon away.
Samson's gonna pull his guns out.
Hill is gonna kick Samson in the shins for pulling his guns out.
Samson is going to bend down and rub his shins, thus revealing Nim to the group of kids.
Nim is revealed to the group of kids.
Nim casts prestidigitation and makes a mini firework.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the kids are enamored with Nim and now are trying to crowd around the Nim.
Oh shit. Nim... On the inside, Nim's like, hello! And the inside, she's like, fuck!
I heard you say inside twice.
Yeah.
Fuck.
There are
That
two
is what
Nims inside you. One says hello,
Shella
the
just-
other says fuck.
Shella just sees Zan raise her head and just go, ah! And she whacks Samson on the head.
Ow!
Now pay attention, children. Today's lesson will be in one of defense and hunting. As it so happens, two of my fine visitors have all but volunteered themselves to teach you how to defend yourself at ranges. I don't think
Normally-
that would be a problem, now would it?
And she just starts coyly smiling at Hyala and Samson.
Normally, Nim would be offended to not be included, but this means work, so Nim's perfectly fine with not being included.
Oh, she was talking about them shooting. She never said anything about you not helping.
Oh yeah, no, Nim's about to dip.
Nim's the arrow retrieval girl.
You mean Mage Hand is the arrow retriever.
Yeah!
And since we will be having a contest of range finding and accuracy, we are going to need an arrow retriever, and I'm just so old. I can't go that fast. So perhaps there's a stunning and wonderful young lady that will be willing to help us.
Nim scans the crowd to see if there's a girl in here.
She just starts lifting her walking step.
Won't you, dearie?
Inner Nim. Fuck. Outer Nim. Of course!
Well, then it's all set. Samson, go get wood suitable for target practice. Go! Yeah! What? Give me wood! What?
Don't.
Yeah. No
Granny,
need to
man, please don't
shout. What
scream, you'll
happened
get
to
me
it
wood.
being too early in the morning?
And I'm awake now. I've had my tea.
Get on you! And she'll lightly tap you in the ash cheek as you're walking down
He
the
was
porch.
he was already walking. Unless that thing fucking Sung Wukong's staff.
That'd be so funny. He's just halfway across town and he just sees the end of the staff rocketing through the air.
What the ow!
Cut it! Cut it!
Just raises up and clocks him in the head.
At the end of it is like a can with a string. He puts it to his ear and just
Cut it! Cut it! Cut it! Come back to me!
Granny is Zan Wukong. You know, Samson goes off, and the story of Hyala, the tale of Hyala, begins.